All right, took my glasses off, got my covers. I just want to say something really, really quick, right? Because I've had this since like June, this cover since like June. And I ordered it off of Temu, the cover, and then it came with like 2 pillowcases or whatever. Now, at first I thought that I was ordering like a comforter and 2 pillow sets. But then when I got it, I was upset. I never went back to like look at exactly what it was, other than that. So when I got it, I was upset because I was like, what the hell is this? Like, it's thin. It's like paper thin. So I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe Temu being Temu, they lied. And it's just like a little sheet, like a little throw over little cover. Why me just getting it ready just now? Mind you, I had it since June of last year. And I'm like trying to throw it on me or whatever, and I hear like a dingling. It ain't doing it now, but I heard like a clinking. Why the fuck it got a zipper? So I'm supposed to put my comforter inside of it. Oh. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna start from the beginning. All right. So, the beginning. I don't even really quite know where to start it because, like, well, I know I said I was gonna start from the beginning, but basically, my husband and I decided that we wanted another baby. We're getting more settled. We're going to be moving into our own place soon. And we don't want our kids spaced out too far apart. So we decided that like right now was, or not like right now, but like if it happens, then all right, cool, it's perfect. So anyway, I was like, okay, cool, I got this bright idea. I'm gonna just like surprise him. I'm not gonna tell him. Well, that plan, it was a no-go. So for like the past month, I haven't been really eating. I've been taking like a bite here, a bite there, haven't had an appetite. Haven't really been drinking water because the taste is disgusting. And those first 2 things are a sign for me because all the time in my first trimester, I can't drink water straight out of the water bottle, or it has to be flavored water. And I don't really have an appetite, so I have to like eat like really, really small like snacks, and stuff like that, or I'll have to force myself to eat. So I started not to feel good because I didn't think to like take a pregnancy test because I haven't missed my period yet. So on Wednesday of last week, which was Nicole's birthday, on the 17th, like Wednesday evening, I started getting a slight headache. So I'm like, okay, maybe because I didn't eat all day, I've been like moving around, decorating, cooking, all of that good stuff. So I made me a plate. I sat down, I ate a little bit, and I just started feeling worse. So I ended up just like going to bed. Well, that next day I woke up. Oh my goodness. On Thursday, like the pain was horrible. My head was throbbing. My ears was hurting. My eyes was hurting. And I had the chills. But Wednesday night, Nick was like, babe, you're hot. Like, and I'm not thinking of another because I'm like, I don't got no fever. Like, I don't feel like I have a fever. I didn't get the chills until Thursday, like morning. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm dealing with it. I ain't take nothing for the pain, none of that. But he ended up like feeling me Wednesday night or whatever in the middle of the night. And so he had got up Thursday morning and like went to the store and got me like some soup. He got me ginger ale. He got me Dayquil and all of that. And I kept telling him, I'm like, I don't think that it's like a cold because I don't feel sick. Like I'm not coughing or anything. The flu never crossed my mind. But I was like, I think I just got like an ear infection or maybe like a head cold because I was outside. Prior, I was outside literally like on the 17th, early that morning. My mom and I, we were both outside, but I didn't have on like a hat or anything, and it was freezing outside. So I know that like my head was hurting a little bit after that or whatever. So I'm just thinking it's like a head cold, whatever. It's gonna go away. Friday comes, it gets worse, almost unbearable. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just try to take a Motrin. Took a Motrin like Friday afternoon, took a nap, and I felt a lot better. But then it started like coming back. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, cause now I'm getting concerned because my head is hurting at this point, and it's like I'm getting worse because now on top of my head hurting and my throat hurting and my freaking ears hurting, my eyes hurting, like it just started. But it was on like the left side of my throat when I swallowed. So I'm like, it's getting worse. And then it's like, now I'm getting fatigued easily. I'm getting dizzy if I've been down or if I'm standing up too long. So I was like, okay, if I don't feel better, I'm gonna go to the hospital. So Saturday morning comes around and I'm like, I still don't feel good, but now I'm feeling nauseous. And I was like, I got like a lot of pregnancy symptoms that I felt before I started feeling like pain. So I'm like, all right, cool. Take a pregnancy test and it was positive. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I looked at it and Nick looked at it. I laid back down or whatever. But then when I happened to look back over at the pregnancy test, I only saw one line. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I know I'm not like delusional. Like I'm trying to think of the right word to use at this point because I'm like, what is going on? Like, I know I don't feel good, but I know I just saw two lines. So where did the line go? And they were both two dark lines. Where did the line go? So he was like, no, it's not true. Like, you're not tripping because I saw two lines too. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I take another one and it's just one line. So I'm like, all right, maybe it's like a false positive or whatever. I don't know, whatever. So I'm just brush it off. I'm not feeling good still. And I'm really just concerned about like my head hurting and my eyes and all of that. So I'm like, cool. Like I could feel now that I got a fever because I have the chills. Like I'm getting so cold that my fingertips are numb. The cat just scared the living daylights out of me because I forgot she was in here. But so I'm like, all right, cool. So I make an appointment at urgent care. I go to urgent care. Tell the doctor everything that's going on. And I ended up getting a flu test. I didn't get a COVID test because I already tested myself at home for COVID. It was negative. So I got a flu test. I got a strep throat test. They gave me a pregnancy test, and I think that's it. Flu, COVID, pregnancy test. Yeah, those three. Oh, and strep throat. So got those or whatever. And she comes back in the room and she's like, oh, everything is negative. But congratulations, you're pregnant. And I was like, okay, like, cool. And I told her prior, that's why she ended up doing the pregnancy test, because I was like, I took one at home and it was like positive, but then the line went away. Took another one that was negative. So she was like, like it's possible that like, maybe your pee just settled and the test, like, I don't know. So I was like, all right, whatever, cool. So got that information from her, but she was like, it's fine. You'll probably just have a cold. It'll pass. All right, cool. So, come home, trying to eat a little bit of something or whatever. I ended up eating a little bit of noodles. And I was like drinking more water. Because I was like, maybe if I drink more water, because I might be like dehydrated. Maybe that's why my head is hurting and stuff like that. Because I haven't been eating, haven't been drinking that much water. So, did that and started to feel a little bit better. I had laid in the bed. I had took a nap. Once I woke up, I felt a lot better. I was like, all right, cool. What happened after that? I was good for maybe like 2 hours. Then my headache started coming back. So I took a Tylenol. And then I was cool. And then after, I want to say, today is what, Monday now? Okay, so yesterday, Sunday, I started bleeding lightly. First it was spotting. Just when I wiped myself. And then after that, this morning when I woke up, Monday morning, it was heavier. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's not abnormal. Mind you, they got my blood from urgent care. I think I forgot to say that. I got my blood drawn from urgent care. They told me that it was going to take 2 days to get back. So then I ended up going, all right, I'm getting ahead of myself. Got my blood done at urgent care while I was there Saturday. They told me it was going to take 2 days. So still don't know any results of my HCG levels or any of that. So today, Monday, it's evening now. It's going on 7 o'clock. And I just passed like a couple blood clots. Really, really small. And the blood like slacked up. And it's not as heavy as it was before. Not as heavy as it was before I passed the blood clots. So I don't know what's going on, because through all of it, I'm not having any like abdominal pain. So I'm confused. I spoke to the doctors. I have an appointment early in the morning tomorrow. So I'm gonna go get checked out, but I still have no results for my blood work. But now the kids is getting antsy and they ready for dinner so they can go to bed. So I'll probably just record tomorrow when I go to the doctor's office and see what's going on. Hopefully I get my blood work back tomorrow morning before I go to the doctor's office. And my stomach is growling, so I'm gonna go get something to eat too. But yeah. All right, good morning. I look crazy. It's about, 7 something in the morning. I just wanted to make this video real quick in the bathroom because Nick and Nicole is in the room. I think Nicole was sleeping. But I wanted to make this video real quick. I got my blood work back this morning. And it was negative. My HCG levels are low, meaning that I had a miscarriage. I kind of already knew. I think I'm okay. Like, I'm alright. For now, at least, but I'm okay. But yeah, that's just a little update. HCG levels dropped. So, it was definitely a miscarriage. I already knew it was a miscarriage when I started seeing blood clots. So. How are you doing his work for him, though? He's supposed to be doing it himself.
Because he don't know these. How many is them? 2.
But he's supposed to be writing it himself. How? Okay, thank you for helping him cheat. Now go get in class. All right, son, do something else. Trace your letters or something, okay?